Yo, what is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? Jay Barry here, and I'm back with another video here to give my review, my thoughts on the beta for Call of Duty Black Ops 7. So, at first, when I played this game, the first couple of matches, I was like, okay, cool. You know, it feels good. The guns feel good, but something don't feel right to me. As far as the movement, I felt like I didn't really grasp or understand the movement as far as how to use it. The first couple of matches that I played. But the more I played, the more I start liking the movement, the more I start liking the limitations as far as the double jump or the bunny hop or whatever you want to call it, the wall bounce, whatever they want to call it in the game. And yeah, you know, at first I thought the movement was a little bit slower than Black Ops 6, but it feels a little bit faster than Black Ops 6. Just a little bit, not too much, but just a little bit faster than Black Ops 6. So yeah, I ended up really liking the movement. I think the Omni movement is something that should be like it should be a staying point in Call of Duty going forward. So movement wise, definitely like it. The guns, I like how the guns feel. There's some beastly guns in this game, man. Like this gun that I'm using right here, the M15. Oh my god, I think this is one of the best guns in the game. There's an SMG as well that I think is pretty good. I just forgot the name of it, but it's the first SMG that you're playing. No, the second one that you're playing with. That thing is monster. But yeah, overall, I do like the movement. I do like the guns. I do think sniper rifles, there needs to be toned down a little bit. But we're gonna go over some of the dev commentary after the feedback with the beta, because they're fixing something when it comes to like the aim assist and all that stuff. But we're going to go over that after, you know, show the gameplay of here. But yeah, my overall thoughts of the beta, I thought the beta was fun. But there's a few things that I feel like this game definitely needs a lot of work with. I do think the TTK is a little too fast, in my opinion. For all this movement and all the things that you want to do in this game, you surely do die pretty fast. I'm not saying that you got to have a super long TTK or time to kill, but I expect it to be a little bit toned down, where you want to double jump, you want to do a whole bunch of stuff, and you're just like, you can't even do that. You're just going to get mowed down really quickly, especially with how lethal these guns can be and precise how these guns can be. But that's just my beta thoughts, you know what I mean? That can obviously change with the full game releases, right? I do think the maps are pretty cool. There is like, I think we played like about 5 maps in this beta. And probably like one of them I despised. I really hated it because of how the spawns were. And we want to talk about the spawns. But overall, I thought some of the maps were pretty cool. This is one of the cooler maps, but the spawns, in my opinion, is just absolute garbage in this map. You can, a game mode like Domination here, you can have certain modes, you can have certain points captured, and they would legit spawn them right here. Why they spawn that right here? They will spawn them right there. It doesn't matter. And the whole team, the whole enemy team is not even like by here. The whole enemy team could be all the way back there by C, and they will spawn that one person, that 2 people right there by A. And it's just the weirdest thing in the world. I'm here, I'm trying to call in a dog. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't understand the spawn logic when it comes to some of these maps that, in overall, that could, you know, drop down the points as far as how I feel about the maps in this game. But yeah, spawns are bad. The maps are pretty cool. They got some medium-sized maps. They got some small maps. I would say this is probably one of the smaller maps here. But the maps are pretty cool. I'm going to be showing more gameplay when it comes to this game. So be on the lookout for that. You know, one of the biggest things about this beta, why I ended up really liking it, is because they added this thing called open playlists. It was like this mosh pit that they're doing for the beta, which is understandable, is all this beta stuff. But man, I never played a Call of Duty in a long time, especially in a beta, where I am getting consistent 10, 12, 15 millisecond ping of latency. And it actually felt good. It actually felt like, yo, I can actually run and gun. I can actually play the game. Because typically when I play a Call of Duty game, due to skill-based matchmaking, I'm in 70, 50, 80, 100 ping lobbies. And it's just like, yo, come on, man. What the hell is going on? Sometimes it feel like you just can't, fight against some of these enemies. Even though with that being said, it is a beta, there was some inconsistencies, I feel like, with the game, but I feel like that's with aim assist. I feel like that's some of the stuff that's they implemented the game, because there's times where, I'm going on like an 8 kill streak, 10 kill streak, 12 kill streak, and I'm just mowing these people down, and there's this one guy that he's barely shooting well, but for some strange reason, me hitting the torso up on this guy, as I don't see this enemy right here, me hitting torso up on this guy, doesn't work at all. You know what I mean? Like I tend to aim very high up when I'm playing, so I aim torso up, and there's times that I will be dying to people that's shooting like my legs, and I'm just like, whoa, what is going on here? Like, I know the aiming with some of these people is so sporadic. Like, it's like they don't know what they're doing. They don't know how they're shooting, but some strange reason they get a kill on you. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't think that's supposed to happen there. That's a little inconsistency I feel. But lobbies felt good when they added that open lobby. I'm getting consistent, 12, 15. I'm not getting anything above 20 millisecond latency. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, that's pretty good. That I'm actually playing with people, or they actually prioritize connection rather than the skill. So that's the thing with the whole skill-based matchmaking that I pretty much hated. Not that I'm super against skill-based matchmaking. I'm super against how they implemented it, because you're not prioritizing actual good connections. Where I'm just fighting for my life just to try to get a good connection, or I got to play with friends that will get those type of connections just to get that, and they're not on every time or on whenever I'm playing. You know what I mean? But yeah, the fact that they opened that lobby up got me way more interested in buying Call of Duty Black Ops 7, because I wasn't too sure that I was gonna buy it, but the fact that they did open up this lobby, they did test these waters as far as, hey, we can have the classic skill-based matchmaking back in our game and people can have fun. That really got me opening up, like, okay, I would definitely I'm very more interested in purchasing Call of Duty Black Ops 7. But yeah, maps are good. I think score streaks are pretty good, even though I think like there's like 2 score streaks. I feel like the point distribution is not where it should be. Is that Gravemaker sniper rifle? That thing right there should not be 900 points to unlock. And the Skewer, I feel like the Skewer should be a little bit higher in the point distribution as well. It should be at least about like 500, or it should be more than a counter UAV, in my personal opinion. Because that thing, when they added the whole overclocking stuff, that changed the whole mechanics as far as like, if you're adding all these overclocks, or adding an additional overclock to the score streak, you shouldn't be able to, it should change the point distribution as far as what it requires to earn it, in my personal opinion. Some of these overclocks are pretty strong, where I feel like if you overclock it, you should have a higher points to earn to get the score streak. That's just me. I know a lot of people not gonna like that, but I feel like that should be what they should do with the game. But overall, the score streaks did feel fun. It did feel powerful, and I'm happy to say that score streaks are back again. The last time I really enjoyed score streaks was probably like in Black Ops 4, until they added the whole, specialist that can just nuke all your score streaks. But I'm happy that the wraps are there. The dog feel pretty good, pretty strong. The escort drone is pretty good. I'm very happy when it comes to the score streak. So maps so far is good. The guns feel really good. There's a lot of guns that I've used during the beta. I'm happy that the M8 is back as well, M8A1. But this gun right here, I would say This gun, and there was another SMG. There's two SMGs, matter of fact, that I really like. The first one, the second one. The Razor, I didn't really get to use that one that much. But this gun right here, the M15. Oh my God, this is a 50 kill gun easy. If you want to get 50 kills, use this gun. You'll get it. You'll get it easily. You know what I mean? But yeah, I had fun with the beta, man. I'm not gonna lie, I had fun with the beta. And Black Ops 6, I didn't have fun with the beta. I didn't have fun at all with Black Ops 6. But I can confidently say with Black Ops 7, there was some frustrated moments in there, as far as just like, all right, this feels a little bit inconsistent, or the team feels a little bit lopsided. But I did have a lot of fun just playing this goddamn game, man. You know what I mean? So big shout out to Treyarch and them actually testing things and listening to the community when it comes to playing the game. And let's get into that, because after this match, we're going to check out Treyarch talking to the Call of Duty community as far as the feedback that they got for the beta. So let's get into that and let's talk about this feedback here. All right. So we have this video here where Treyarch put out a tweet saying they confirmed Black Ops 7, confirmed for Black Ops 7 launch, open matchmaking where skill is minimally considered. So this is what I was talking about earlier with the open lobbies, but this is going to be the actual matchmaking that they have in the game. It's going to be the base matchmaking in the game. So the classic matchmaking is back in Call of Duty games. Persistent lobbies. This is another thing where I never really understood why they took this away. Where in the last couple of Call of Duties, last years of Call of Duties, they really disbanded all the lobbies, and you couldn't like get any type of rivalry. You have the nemesis system in there and all that stuff, but what's the point when you're not even keeping the lobby? You know what I mean? You can't even like meet friends, or there's times back in one of the biggest moments in Call of Duty, or the Call of Duty essence, right? Is you playing in a lobby and you actually meeting people on your team. They say, oh, this guy's pretty good. Let me add this person, or let me let me continue to play with this person, and let's build a friendship there. You couldn't really do that here in these Call of Duties, because they disband the lobby right away, you know, and nobody's really going into, oh, let me check this, press R2 or whatever button on your controller to look back and see who was on my teams. Like, nobody was doing that. It was like, yo, if you're not in the lobby, it is what it is. But disbanding the lobby never made sense to me, in my personal opinion. And it was tragic that they did that. But the fact that they're going to have this here at launch, where they keep the lobby, so you can have those rivalries, you can have those smack talk. Hopefully they loosen the smack talking a little bit. Or you can, you know, gain friends, gain allies. What's bad about that, you know? One thing they should bring back too is lobby leaderboards. You know, bring that back. Aim assist adjustments. So aim assist, I know a lot of people complain about this. I know with the PC side, a lot of people complain about this. Aim assist is definitely strong in Call of Duty. But the controller people also complain about this as well, because like I said, there can be a lot of inconsistencies when it comes to somebody actually that's trying to accurately shoot, and there's somebody that's like, oh, panic shooting, and they still get the kill because the aim assist is so strong. Even though this person can't control the goddamn recoil of the gun, they will get the kill because the aim assist is helping them out so much. But yeah, let's watch this video and let's see what they're talking about here.
Hey everyone, Matt Schranz here, Design Director at Treyarch, back again to answer some more of your questions about multiplayer coming out of the Black Ops 7 beta. Okay, let's get right into it with a juicy one. Are open playlists going to be the standard for launch? I'm very happy to say that the matchmaking that we introduced in the Black Ops 7 beta, which is the classic matchmaking where skill is minimally considered, will be the new standard matchmaking for Black Ops 7 multiplayer on launch.
Wow. Thank you. You know, the things that we've been saying for years when it comes to Call of Duty, when it pertains to skill-based matchmaking, and is way too strict. I blame Modern Warfare 2019 actually for implementing that crap, and wanted to protect newer players and all this stuff, but it never really protect them. You kept them in a bubble where they haven't experienced the Call of Duty experience of learning how to get better in the game. That we all experienced back in the day when we started playing Call of Duty before this whole skill-based matchmaking was so strict. You know, the fact that you get to play with the pool of Call of Duty players now. Who would have thunk it, right? Who would have thunk it? That the fact that you buy a game for $70 and you actually get to play with the people now that bought the game. So I'm very happy to hear that they're bringing the classic matchmaking back into Call of Duty, and that's going to be the standard going forward. Because that should be the case. If you're playing core multiplayer, not ranked, that's core public multiplayer, you shouldn't be locked off from majority of the people that's playing the game, in my personal opinion. Sometimes we don't want to sweat. We don't want to, we're just trying to go for camos. We're trying to do challenges, but it gets harder and harder when you're playing in 70 ping, 80 ping, when you're playing against people all the goddamn time that is on your skill level or above. And I'm not totally against the skill-based matchmaking. And I want to say this clearly, that skill-based matchmaking is not gone from Black Ops 7. It's not gone. It's just going to be less required. They're going to prioritize connection rather than skill more often. Not saying that you won't get people that's in your lobby skill, because even in this beta, there's times where I drop like 60 kills, which I'm going to upload the gameplays later. I got a lot of matches that I saved. And the next match, you get to feel it. You can feel like, okay, this is a much more skilled lobby that I'm in, and I know I'm playing against a team here, because when I kill somebody here, the kill cam, it's like, oh, two more in the back. They're communicating, so you definitely know that, oh, this is the more skilled lobby that they put me in now. But you're not going to get that game after game after game after game after game after game after game. It's going to be more of connection than the skill, which should be the case because you're not playing ranked.
Next question, and it's a good question. Why wait until the Black Ops 7 beta to try this? Simply put, it's a beta. Betas are meant for us.
Simply put, Activision, the bosses, they had to get things Battlefield 6. Simply put, the bosses took them that long. Battlefield 6 pre-orders is really high. It's higher than Call of Duty right now. You know what? Maybe we should listen to the community.
To test things, we wanted to take a big swing on something that we knew you had a lot of feedback on.
It's not a big swing. That's common sense, that the players are telling you what you should be doing. That play this game, put hundreds, thousands of hours in this game, and you're not listening. Another game is telling you that, hey, we're going to listen to, or we're going to do the things that you said you wanted in your main game. Oh, they're going to do that. Let me try this game out. Yeah, you saw that. Hey, let's start listening.
That's what we did with matchmaking, and that's why we did it. Are we getting...
But I like this guy, though. I think he's cool.
Persistent lobbies. Yes, our goal with Black Ops 7 multiplayer on day one is to keep players together after a match. Obviously, it's a little trickier with quick play and dedicated servers, but the plan is to keep players together as much.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I never understood why they took this away from Call of Duty. This is like one of the main core things about Call of Duty is keeping those lobbies. They can have your rivalries or build friends. You couldn't do that in these last Call of Duties. Modern Warfare 2019, you are to blame. I hate that game with a passion, just due to the fact of what they did to Call of Duty. That game right there specifically, I hate that game.
Much as possible. Are you changing aim assist? So I can say we are actively looking at the tuning of rotational aim assist and our aim assist strength across all inputs to make sure that we have a fair and competitive launch for Black Ops 7 multiplayer.
Yeah, PC guys, I know you're mad at that. But yeah, I do think aim assist definitely need to be tweaked a little bit. It's a little too strong, where I feel that precision and actual accuracy should matter. And yeah, not saying that take it away, but let's tweak it down a little bit, because some of these players, I don't even understand how they getting these kills. I'm like, yo, I know you're not even aiming for my head. You're not aiming upper body. You're shooting at the legs, but you're still being granted a kill because Amos is helping you out.
What's changing from the beta? So in short, there's a ton based off of your feedback and our data. Let's get into a few questions to touch on those. I can't
Spawns,
hear
hopefully.
footsteps.
Oh yeah, this is a major one here, and I'm an advocate for quieter, softer footsteps in the game. But there's times in this game people are not even using Ninja, which Ninja need to get buffed or changed in its perk slot. Ninja, they don't even have Ninja on, but you can't hear their footsteps at all. You can't hear nothing. They're quiet as a church mouse. I would have Ninja, and I hear somebody would turn around like they heard me, running around. Ninja is not taking away the footsteps. It's quiet in the footsteps, but it's people that don't have the perk on that has quieter footsteps than me that has the perk on. That's something wrong with that.
So we hear you, or we don't. We wanted to kind of go out with Black Ops 7 multiplayer beta and the footsteps a little bit on the softer side. We know there's always a bit of a back and forth with our community on how loud or soft the footsteps should be, but we are taking a look at bumping the volume of those footsteps just a little bit for launch.
Yeah, bump it a little bit higher. Make Ninja, because most I like the perks in Black Ops 7, but perk 1 is insane as far as what you're competing for. You have pretty much all the best perks in perk 1. Tap mask, flat jacket, ninja, ghost, gun hole, lightweight, scavenger, all in perk 1. That scavenger should not be in perk 1. You see this question right here talking about, can you make dexterity a default? You need something to compete with dexterity. Perk 3, there's nothing that's competing with dexterity. What people would do is that they will have the perk greed on and have dexterity in 3, but they will probably put like the bankroll or probably even ghost or whatever it is. But dexterity is a crutch perk. Nobody's taking away dexterity. The fact that scavenger is in perk 1, scavenger should be in perk 3. And I think also, or even lightweight. You put lightweight in perk 3 or gun hole to compete with dexterity, cause I feel like everybody that I died to or everybody that I played with, dexterity was the default in perk 3. Perk 2 is I feel like the hunter one, that one's pretty good, where you kill somebody and you get like a little radar as far as where the other person is at. That's a crutch perk as well. But yeah, perk 1 slots definitely need some tweak. I understand where they was going, I understand what they was doing with it, but you need to balance that out in the other perks as well. But footsteps can be a little bit louder to make Ninja more valuable as a perk, in my personal opinion. But all right, let's see what they're saying about dexterity here.
Can you make dexterity default? Believe me, I have seen the feedback on this. I will say that we are looking at our options. We want to make sure that you're not forced to play aggressively, but we also understand the importance of fluidity paired with our next level Omni movement and new mechanics like wall jump. So we'll have more details to share coming soon.
Yeah, dexterity was a crutch. The fact that everybody had that in perk 3, you might as well make that a default, because even Jimmy Two Left Feet had on dexterity as perk 3. I don't think they changed perk 3. Nobody's picking bankroll like that.
Did you play the beta? Of course I did. I can give you kind of a personal anecdote.
Who asked that question, man? Let's ask the important questions here, man. Jesus. I'm surprised I even picked that question.
Kind of a fond memory that jumps out to me.
I know why you picked it, because you want to say that, yeah, I played my game, but let's move on.
I said it before, overload on exposure with active camo, some of my favorite times in Black Ops 7. Definitely had a lot of fun there over the weekend. Some of your guitar riffs are too loud. So I think you're probably talking about the Nemesis sound effect. We
that joint is loud as hell. When you die to your Nemesis, they're like, it's like a guitar riff. It is pretty loud.
Introduced the Nemesis system in Black Ops 7. We are going to be lowering that guitar riff just a little bit for launch. Sorry to Kevin Sherwood. We love your riffs. Is it called wall jump or wall bounce? So I can say that we, Treyarch, developed and designed it as wall jump, but just like you're calling our HKDs baby wraps, once it's in your hands, you can call it whatever the hell you want to.
Yeah, I call it raps. Not gonna lie, I call it raps. So they are right about that.
Can you improve the spawns on Cortex? So
Yo, I just spoke about that in the gameplay that we showed. That was the map Cortex that was playing on. The spawns are bad, but it's not only Cortex, it's spawns on majority of the maps. That's the logic in itself. It's off. And I don't understand, with Call of Duty being around so long, you have Black Ops 6, then Black Ops 7 back to back, and their spawns is still bad. Something is up. Change the spawn logic. You went back to classic matchmaking. Go back to the classic spawns, man. It don't make any sense, especially when it comes to these objective game modes. It don't make no sense.
do you one better, we're going to improve the spawn logic on every map based off of the data from the beta ahead of launch. As always, thanks for watching. Want to give a big shout out to the team. We'll be back with some more dev talks, including some more information on zombies.
Yeah, so shout out to that guy right there. He's pretty cool. You know, I forgot his name. I apologize, that guy. But yeah. Call of Duty Black Ops 7, like I said, at first, I wasn't sure if I was going to buy the game. I was going to wait it out at least, like, I want to say like a week or 2 weeks or probably a month just to see what they're going to be doing with the game. But the fact that they're responding so quick and what I played, I enjoyed. I can say I will be purchasing Black Ops 7. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Did you enjoy the beta? Did you play the beta? Are you going to get Call of Duty Black Ops 7? Are you not going to get it? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'll catch you in the next one. Your boy Jay Barry, I'm gone. Deuces.